Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the City of Lebanon Plan Commission meeting, Monday, November 15th, 2021. At opening, call the meeting to order. And Kelly, would you have the roll call, please?
Okay. John Lastly.
Here.
Dan Bayshore.
Here.
Kevin Krulik.
Here.
Jeremy Lawler.
Here.
Keith Campbell.
Here.
Ashley Paddock. Here. Brian Tandy.
Here.
Ali Mullen. Here. Lori Gross.
Here.
Okay. Approval of minutes. Everybody had a chance to read them. So I need a motion to pass the minutes from the October meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Call the roll, please.
John Lastly.
Yes.
Dan Bayshore.
Here.
Kevin Krulik.
Here.
Jeremy Lawler.
Yes.
Yes.
Keith Campbell.
Yes.
Ashley Paddock.
Yes.
Brian Tandy.
Yes.
Ali Mullen.
Yes.
Lori Gross.
Yes.
Okay, now going on. First order of business is order number 2021-01, confirming redevelopment commission declaratory resolution 2021-05 to create the field house allocation area conforms with the City of Lebanon comprehensive plan. Matt?
Good evening, Commission. Just what everybody wanted to do tonight is talk declaratory resolutions, right? This is fun stuff. Some of you have been around for a while. We've done this a few times for different projects such as new cold storage, Ken's Foods, most recently with the Gateway Marketplace. But essentially what we're saying is the newly announced sports complex, the Field House on South State Road 39, is currently within an existing TIF district. What we're doing is carving out a specific allocation area for this project. And tonight, what we're asking you is to affirm that, one, that the project itself fits within the city's comprehensive plan, which it does. We've long established that that corridor down there along State Road 39 and 65 would be commercial, retail, something tourist-related, recreation-related. So the project does fit. And then affirming that amending the comp plan with this declaratory resolution, is the appropriate thing to do in regards to the, let me word it exactly. We're going to ask you to determine that the amending declaratory resolution and the 2021 supplement that is provided conform in all aspects to the plan for the development of the city. Does that make sense to everybody? Did I? Any questions on that? I know you probably all had a chance to read it several times. And if there's any questions, I'm happy to attempt to answer them. If not, we could have Hillary review the resolution for us and then get your affirmation on it.
Anybody else have questions? Okay, Hillary, would you like to read it, please?
Yes. The Lebanon Plan Commission is the body charged with the duty of developing a general plan of development for the city of Lebanon, Indiana. On October 9th, 2017, the Lebanon Redevelopment Commission adopted amending declaratory resolution number 2017-05 to expand the City of Lebanon industrial park development area by the addition of certain parcels and designate such parcels as a separate allocation area, to consolidate the industrial park development area, and to consolidate the economic development plan for the industrial park development area. On May 14th, 2018, the Commission adopted resolution number 2018-07, which amended the declaratory resolution and consolidated plan to remove certain parcels from the 2017 expansion area and designate such parcels as a separate allocation area pursuant to Section 39 of the Act. On October 13th, 2020, the Commission adopted resolution number 2020-04, which amended the declaratory resolution and consolidated plan to remove certain parcels from the 2017 expansion area and designate such parcels as a separate allocation area. On November 8th, 2021, the Redevelopment Commission adopted the resolution approving certain amendments to the declaratory resolution and the consolidated plan. The The Redevelopment Commission has submitted the amending declaratory resolution and the 2021 Plan Supplement to the Plan Commission for approval. In reviewing the 2021 Plan Supplement, the Plan Commission has determined that no residents of the city will be displaced by the proposed 2021 Plan Supplement, and the Plan Commission has reviewed the amending declaratory resolution and the 2021 Plan Supplement and determined that the amending declaratory resolution and the 2021 Plan Supplement conform to the plan of development for the city, and now desires to approve the amending declaratory resolution and the 2021 Plan Supplement. Now, therefore, be it ordered by the Lebanon Plan Commission that pursuant to Indiana Code, the Plan Commission hereby finds and determines that the amending declaratory resolution and the 2021 Plan Supplement conform in all respects to the plan of development for the city. The amending declaratory resolution and the 2021 Plan Supplement are hereby approved. This resolution hereby constitutes the written order of the Plan Commission approving the amending declaratory resolution and the 2021 Plan Supplement pursuant to Indiana Code. The Secretary of the Plan Commission is hereby directed to file a copy of the amending declaratory resolution and the 2021 Plan Supplement with the minutes of this meeting.
Okay. Any other questions? Questions? Okay, then I would entertain a motion to pass the resolution, Plan Commission Order 2021-01. Okay. Entertain a motion for passing it.
I make a motion to,
Well, hang on just 1 second. Would you like to say something, young lady? Okay, because I needed a public hearing. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. I didn't think you did, but I wanted to ask you. Okay. Okay. Now, go ahead. Excuse me.
okay. I'd like to make a motion to approve Resolution 2021-01.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Roll call, please. Any other questions? If not, would you have the roll?
Keith, would that be, is it 2021-05?
2105, right.
That's a
I'm sorry.
different one.
2105. You got to do
No.
that.
01, Hillary?
I have 01.
Okay.
It says 11 on
It's
ours,
Our order 2021-01 confirming.
21-05.
Declaratory resolution 2021-05.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So we're
That's what-
affirming order 2021-01.
Right.
Thank you. Sorry.
I'd like to put that in your motion so we get it right. Just 2021-05, the confirmatory.
2021-01 confirming
Right.
2020-05?
2021-05.
Okay, 2021-05.
Second?
I'll second.
Okay, now we go. Okay. Roll call, please.
John Leslie,
Yes.
Dan Bayshore,
Yes.
Kevin Krulik,
Yes.
Jeremy Lawler,
Yes.
Keith Campbell,
Yes?
Ashley Paddock. Yes. Brian Tandy,
Yes.
Ellie Mullen,
Yes.
Lori Gross.
Yes.
Okay, any other business we have? Do you have any other map?
Not on that particular item.
Okay. We got to do the docket number 21-61, the Lebanon Planning Department to present an amendment to the Lebanon Comprehensive Plan to include road impact fee zone improvement plan.
Sure.
Okay.
So this may seem somewhat familiar to most of you. About 6-7 months ago, you approved a park impact fee amendment to the comprehensive plan. This is a very similar project, except it deals with our streets and roads within our community. So starting back in early 2020, A&F Engineering began a study of every road and every intersection within a geographical area that is both within our city limits and just outside of our city limits, based on the projected expansion that the city would see over the next 10 years. They compiled all of this data, and I believe it's 1,400 some pages long. If anybody want to take a look at it, But the appendices are all of the data that they've read of traffic studies and inventories and the conditions of our roads and intersections. They compiled this data, and then they've looked at what our growth is expected over the next 10 years. So they look at projects like Waterford. They look at the Sunbrook and Sunbrook Villas and what those, once fully built out, what they'll bring as far as generation of traffic. And then also look at our comprehensive plan of areas where we see development going, south on State Road 39, the commercial, industrial, whether it's an additional business park. So they bring all of this together, and then they decide from point A, where we're at now, to point B, where we'll be in 10 years. What is the cost, or what is the need going to be for our roads and intersections? And then once they determine the needs, then they determine a cost. And then that cost, they break it down into an average using rational nexus theory, and I'm sure Kevin could go into the weeds with that as far as how that, no, not tonight, and then determine what that impact fee would be based on a trip. So a trip would be leaving your home or returning to your home or going into a restaurant, coming out of a restaurant. And then those fees are then calculated based on the estimated number of trips for a particular use, whether it's residential use, a retail use, logistics use. And then our impact fee plan that is before you tonight would actually have set amounts that new developments would actually pay into to pay for those increased benefits or the increased enhancements to the roads and the intersections that they'd be utilizing. So it's, like I said, very similar to the park impact fee, except we're dealing with not park inventories, we're dealing with roads and intersections within our community and our general growth geographical area. And Kevin, if you had anything to add to that would make it more clear, or?
I think you did a good job. I think that's a good overview. Happy to answer any questions or get more into the weeds if someone would like. But we think this is an important addition to our comprehensive plan. It really allows us, as we're preparing for the growth, to see that we have a fair and equitable way to see that developers are burdened with the impacts on our roads, so that we're not burdening our existing citizens with these impacts. So obviously there's a lot of data in almost over 1,500 pages of analysis here, but this comes down to doing just that. As we grow, as the impacts hit our traffic and transportation systems, that we're able to recoup costs for growing that system commensurate with the growth that we're going to see in development. So,
Matt and Kevin, this is just only for new properties, correct? That does not include people that are already in Lebanon that have had their properties for 2 or 3 years, correct?
That is correct. It's
Same as what the park is.
Yeah,
Correct.
strictly for new development. This will be
But a
something.
lot of people
So this
ask
is the
that.
first step in the process. What we're going to ask you tonight, staff does recommend that you send the road impact improvement plan, road impact fee zone improvement plan with a favorable recommendation to council. Then the common council will actually adopt this plan as an amendment to our comprehensive plan.
just to clarify, maybe John, if I would, this is for new development. So if you build a new house, you would be paying this fee, even though you live here. So it is for new development, but it doesn't distinguish between whether that new development is initiated by an existing current resident or someone coming into the city. So it does not burden any existing homeowner or existing business owner, but if you're building a new home, if you're building a new business, this is a system by which we can measure the impacts to our traffic system and basically charge for those impacts. And this is a system that's set up under state code. We followed a very strict strict set of rules and policies on how to arrive at this point. We had a committee that was involved in all these decisions. That the committee makeup is also determined by state statute, has to include developers, has to include realtors, has to include several different officials as we go through that process. So we've adhered to that entire process that the state code has laid out. So I just wanted to, I guess, also add that to the information we're sharing.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question for you too, Kevin. If you buy a house that's already existing and you move from yours, you do not have to pay that fee.
No, you would not be paying
It's only
it.
a brand-new house.
Right, it's only on a new housing start. It's only on a new building permit. And that's where these fees are charged. They're at the permit level. So they're charged when you pull a new building permit, whether that's commercial or residential. It is not, you're not charged this fee if you buy a different house within
Right.
the community.
Is it, question just along that, if you also buy building permits for upgrades or redoing renovations, is it built into those at all?
It is not. It is not built
Only brand
into
new.
renovations or any sort of renovation permit, roofing permits, things like that you might do, building a shed, building a fence. None of those, there are no impact fees associated with those permits, only new construction starts.
And can it be like an existing subdivision, like first through phases that weren't initially involved, now all of a sudden they're into a phase now where, like Auburn Meadows has four
Correct.
phases, they're in the third phase, but the first two phases never paid this impact fee.
And they will not.
They won't,
It
but
is
they're-
from the adoption going forward. So if there are still lots in Section 1 that are available, when they pull a building permit, they would.
Okay.
All future phases, if this is, adopted as part of our comprehensive plan, and then later actions are taken by the city council, then yes, any new
So it's not just
permits.
housing developments, it's houses, even
It's,
existing
it's
developments.
tied to
Permits.
permitted projects, permitted building
And
permits.
business. Houses and business.
And houses
Right,
and
and
businesses,
business,
yeah.
okay.
It's different than your park impact fees. Park impacts are only paid by residential construction.
Okay. Anything else, Matt, you have?
I didn't have anything.
Okay. You have anything else, Kevin? That's all ready for a motion? So let's see here. Right. We need a public hearing? No? Okay. I didn't think so, but I'll ask it. I have to ask it, though. Anything else? You ready? So what's the next, 2161? Okay, I'd entertain a motion on docket number 21-61.
I'll make a motion to forward the road impact fee zone improvement plan to the council with a favorable recommendation.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Would you call the roll, please?
John Leslie,
Aye.
Dan Bayshore,
Aye.
Kevin Krulik,
Aye.
Jeremy Lawler,
Yes.
Keith Campbell,
Yes.
Ashley Paddock,
Yes.
Brian Tandy,
Yes.
Ally Mullen,
Yes.
Lori Gross.
Yes.
Okay, the motion is carried. And I don't know of any other business that we have. You have any more, Matt? Anyone on the commission have any? Nope. Okay, then our last thing is something y'all like to do. So I'd entertain a motion. Okay, we have a second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we are adjourned, thank you. And our next meeting is December 20th, 2021. Okay, thank you. Have a good evening.